Good morning, Scorpio. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. I hope you guys are doing well. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm Nicole. Scorpio, we're just going to jump into a reading. No time frames. Remember, timing is fluid anyhow. This will be for your sun, your moon, your rising. Cross watcher, if that is you, welcome to the channel as well. Once again, cross my fingers, I think. I'm all caught up on emails. If you guys have not heard back from me, please do not hesitate to always just send me a follow-up email. I do try to stay on top of those to the best of my ability. For those of you who have reached out and booked appointments with me, thank you so very much. For those of you who have had quite a few of the super chats or the stickers, however it's worded. So thank you for your donations to the channel. It is greatly appreciated as well. And then let's see. So yeah, if you're interested in personal readings, those are open and available. That information can be found in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. So quickly, I'm going to introduce you. You guys, a couple people said in the comments last time, there's no puppy. I was going to show the puppy. There was no puppy. She fell asleep. We're like in the toddler era. So we were going to leave it alone, right? So I wasn't going to bother, but she's up right now. And you probably hear in the background. Come here. Come here, Cleo. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You want to say hi? Hi to everybody. All right. Tell everybody hello. Say good morning to everybody. Say hi. I am Cleo. I'm the latest member of this crazy household, and not quite as intuitive as the cat. We're learning. So this is Cleo. Say hi to everybody. Hi. Yes. Yes. All right. Are we good? Go play. All right. So that's Miss Cleo, right? Tell them see ya. Tell them see you later, Gators. See you later. You giving kisses? No? Oh, pretty girl. All right, go play. Here. Have a bone. Have a bone. All right, good deal. All right. So that is Cleo, right? She's now here and she is loud and she's chasing the cat and she is wild, and I feel like I'm back to the stage where my kiddo was 2 years old. Get out of that. Don't touch that. Don't do that. That's bad, right? No cords, no couches, no toes. Anyhow, so yes, there you guys go. For those of you who are interested in seeing her, she's spunky. She's fun. We'll see how this goes. All right, Scorpio, let's just get into your reading. We're 2 minutes into this already. No specific theme here. We're just going to pull some cards. The one thing I will say intuitively that I got this morning, when I went to pull the card, and I'm going to show you this card that I use for all of the signs. When I went to pick it up and I flipped it over, it was in the reverse. Scorpio, so often when I do these readings, this is like the external energy, and I've seen a lot, if I could talk today, of this external energy kind of floating around you guys for some time now. And I think I said, like, you're being the observer to all of the shit that's going on around you, and it's like, what do I do with all of this? Be patient, because things are slowly going to unveil themselves, and I feel like there's going to be times where there's little things that pop up that it's like, boy, I didn't know that person had an issue with me, or I didn't know that could go so well. Like, there's all these like weird little things that are popping up external to you. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. It depends on how you handle it, right? I feel like a lot of you are feeling pretty emotionally balanced, like, because it's like you may have felt something coming. It may be coming in from other areas that you weren't anticipating. So it's a little bit of, I won't call it a shock, but it's like, where did that come from and why? There are people, Scorpio, who are just, you know, you could call them your haters, right? They're feeling some kind of way. I've watched, and I've said this before recently, about Mercury in retrograde. It went retrograde April 1st, left April 28th or 9th. And then we obviously have post-shadow, but I feel like, and I've even heard other people say it, it feels like Mercury retrograde just never left. And whether it's by way of talking or people popping up out of nowhere, there's a lot going on in the energy, and I really do feel like it's got to do with Pluto in retrograde, and I think Saturn is now in retrograde, and there's a lot of things going on. I need to catch up on all of that. But it's there's a reason for these things that are occurring, okay? And I said to you, like, I think it was the reading before last about test. Like, they're coming back in to test you, or they're coming back in one more time. Scorpio, I think there was a big thing, right? A big energy around you that had that strong attempt. And you could still be waiting for that to play out entirely for some of you, not all of you. And then for others, and even, well, others of you, I'm going to say it that way. And then even those with that one big thing, of these people coming back around and making that one last attempt, it's like, you may see little things, like people maybe you only ever had an interaction with for about a 6-month period of time. Or maybe someone you dated for, 5 minutes of your life in the grand scheme of things, where all of a sudden these things are coming up. Or maybe a job offer comes back around from a point in time that it's like you were part of a company or something, and then they come back through. It's going to vary for all of you, right? So place it where it fits. But this is also, Spirit is saying, about closing out these old energies. Like, this is part of your transformation, right? This is a part of your metamorphosis that is showing your empowered state to others, that they thought that maybe in the past they could get away with things, or people that didn't have a deep familiarity with you and didn't realize the strength. They see Scorpio as, oh, Scorpio's doing well. Scorpio has these things. Scorpio has X, Y, and Z, right? Not realizing the tenacity that it took to get you to where you are. Now, I'm going to say this because Spirit brought this to my attention. If you feel like you're not doing well, Scorpio, there's no reason for other people to be jealous or whatever of you, right? Stop discounting the smallest of blessings. This is about having gratitude for the things that you do have. So I do feel like that I'm talking primarily to a Scorpio who is made some significant progress in their life, okay? And is moving in that higher ascension, is moving through these things, these challenges, albeit not easy, right, over the past maybe 7 years, but still making great headway from where you've been. So, all right, with that, let's jump into the cards. That was just the the little bit of intuitive stuff there that was coming through. So we'll see what this means for you, Scorpio. All right, Spirit, for Scorpio, what does Scorpio need to know, be aware of, what's going on in their energy? Certainty. Some of you could be experiencing some headaches right now. Some of it could be seasonal allergies, others it could be migraines. Pay attention to the foods that you're eating. Is there something specific that's triggering you? Some of you could be up late at night thinking about things, analyzing things, going through bit by bit. And when I say to you that these people were coming back around, or little things are happening that you weren't anticipating, that could be the thing that's keeping you up at night. And I don't think that it's like a bad keeping you up at night. It's just like maybe right now you feel like at night you're more alive. Like during the day, maybe you don't have a whole lot of energy. You're feeling a little worn out, a little, I don't know, aloof, if you want to call it that. But it's like at nighttime, all of a sudden, that's when your brain, your spirit guides, like that's when things are kicking in. It's kind of giving me the vibe of like, when the veil thins around, Halloween or Samhain, that it just, all of a sudden things come through later at night. And that's kind of how I'm feeling about, as I say that, dreams and foresight. So, it's at night. It's when things are calmer. Maybe there's not so many distractions or chaos around you. You're not, on the phone, dealing with coworkers, listening to your kids, running errands, whatever it is. It's when it's the most quiet, that's when you're gaining immense clarity and certainty around the situations that are happening. Scorpio, I got the chills there is a spirit, a power, whatever you want to call it, energy around you that is showing you, okay, I'm trying to find the best way to explain this. This is coming in wild. It's like there's the version of your higher self, right, that's kind of looking out for your better benefit. But there is also like these, I'm going to call them ghosts of the past, right? It's like these memories, these things that are going on in the mind, they're around you. It's like you feel people, you feel things around you that, it's like they could be thinking about you, and then maybe you hear their name, right? Like you don't even know. And I'm going to tell you, Scorpio, I feel like these are people that are like long forgotten for you, like over it. Like you're just done with those things. There's still almost like this, it gives me this like icky pull of still trying to maintain being in your energetic space. It's like some kind of sick telepathy that they're trying to not let you forget who they are. Spirit, they're not going to win. You could feel like these challenges from these people or situations are slowly dissipating, like you feel very much outside of it, like you're no longer in the center of the difficulties with these individuals. You've moved on. They, again, still may be trying to hang on, but it's a very odd feeling that I get with this, that it's like you have moved on in the physical form. Energetically, they're still kind of lingering in the background. And, you know, at night when you're dreaming, they could be coming up. And it's funny, I just happened to think about something that I had a premonition dream, whatever, of someone myself the other night as I, there we go, Mercury retrograde, as I am saying this, if I could talk, makes perfect sense why this is coming out this week. You know, sometimes these resonate for me, sometimes they don't. Some of you, watch bumping your head to, some of you could be getting stitches around like your eyebrow or something like that. So just be cautious, you know, bumping your head or something to that effect. And, you know, maybe a bruise, a bump, stitches, God forbid, right? So just be cautious of your head, neck, and face area as well, that accidents don't happen, right? But, yeah, these people that are kind of like hanging on, what are you into? Stop that. Sorry. No, ma'am. Ow. No, get down. Just down. Thank you. It's like another kid. Like having another child. All right. Let's see what else comes out for you, Scorpio. Alchemy. Arrow. Their focus is on you. And Scorpio, I'm going to tell you, these people that are not, like, they feel connected to you, and you may, you know, it's like you have a knowing of these people. They are a distant memory to you. Their focus is still so heavy on you. These people have this, like, you don't realize, Scorpio, like the intensity that you bring, right? You're just doing you, you're just being you, you're just doing your thing. The intensity that comes in, you leave a profound mark on people, whether this is lovers, friends, business associates, co-workers, you know, people you meet at the store, whatever it is. Like, the way you present yourself leaves a profound impact. And these people are sometimes positively touched by your presence. Other times they are negatively affected by your presence. And it's like, I feel like the ones that are negatively affected by you because of their own insecurities, their own demons, they are the ones that see you as not ever giving up, finding perseverance, having something that they want and don't have, or the ability to make things happen that they can't for some reason, right? Or that's how they perceive it. It's not that they can't. They just choose not to take the route that you have gone. Spirit did say, and this is beautiful, those that you have positively affected, they are extremely, extremely and forever grateful for the positive influence that you've had, whether it's been on a 5-minute period, for 20 years of friendship, for the work that you put in at your job, you know, whatever. There are people who are profoundly impacted in a positive way by your love, your light, your presence, your wise words and wisdom. Spirit is saying, it's like you create this whirlwind effect around all of the people that you've touched. Okay? Like, it's just a beautiful energy. And it's like, some of those, it's like all these things are happening right around you, and there you go. You're just like, I'm out of the chaos. I'm out of the storm. I want away from all of the smaller things that don't have a profound effect on me. It's like, you know, maybe you had interactions with people for a little bit of time, and, you know, they obviously had some kind of impact on you equally. But it's like, it's time to move on from this. It's time to let these things go. They're not serving a purpose in my life. So I do feel like you're being very discerning about where you're taking your energy, where you're putting your energy. And hence, if you've disconnected from these people, you may have let go, but they're still kind of hanging on in the shadows. Scorpio, this disconnect, I got, God, do I have the chills? This disconnection from them for you is pretty much done. Okay, it's you're over it. You've had enough. You're probably sick of hearing about it. But I think it's imperative because, you know, it's like you could take a wrong turn and invite these people back into your life without even realizing it. You know, maybe it's somebody that really, you know, maybe at work one day they really pissed you off. You know, they infuriated you, and then, you know, I don't know, month, 2 months goes by, and then all of a sudden they're being nice again, trying to get back in your good graces. You're like, oh, well, good, everybody's in a good mood today. I'll talk to this person. I'll be nice to this person again instead of just giving them the cold shoulder and walking on by. It's shit like that I think it's going to be important for you to pay attention to, because if they're coming back around, and there wasn't a profound understanding of one another at some point, you're going to really want to pay attention to why all of a sudden they're being nice, right? It's like, what do you want? What are you coming in for? There's a big reason to this. And it's Spirit is saying it's imperative for you to pay attention, because it's like you are moving on from this, but one false move, Scorpio, and they are physically back in your presence. They are back into your energy, not just in the shadows of what they want to accomplish or what they feel they deserve from you or whatever this is, but they are now back in your presence. So you want to be very mindful of how people are operating, why they are operating the way that they are, okay? Very important message with that, okay? So, okay. All right, let's see what else is going on here. All right, what is this? Herbology. I got this new deck. It's called the Places Oracle, and I just love it. See, you're learning, school. You're learning about these people. I'm going to tell you, Scorps, money. Money. Your investments, you are learning where to put those. And I'm going to tell you, some people, say a third of you that are going to view this, this person may owe you money. Be careful with lending money. Be careful, you know, if you've lent somebody, I don't know, 2 years ago, $20. They're like, oh yeah, I'll pay you back on Friday. It's Tuesday. 2 years later, you're still waiting for your $20. And they pop up again and they're like, oh, hey, can I borrow another $20 off you? Well, you never paid me back there, Fred, for the last $20 you borrowed. But you're like, oh, well, you know, it's only $20. It's whatever. Don't be stupid. Don't be naive. Like, you're not going to get that back. And if you called them, are they going to give you $20? Some of them could be hanging on to you for financial purposes. Some of them could be hanging on to you because you're appearing to be more stable. You're more invested in yourself. So you're working, Scorpio. You're building things up. You're trying to reach goals, dreams, ambitions. This is just someone who wants to hang on to your goddamn coattails. No thanks, right? Like, we're good here. So be very mindful about that. And I do think that some of you really already have that understanding about that. Like, you've been there, done that, seen this before. I'm telling you, hidden wisdom. So with this certainty, it again, at night, right? You could be visiting places on an etherical realm, if that's a word, I don't even know. That it's like it's taking you into this new kind of mystery. You could be having a lot of premonitions. You could be having a lot of dreams that you may not initially or instantly remember when you get up in the morning. But it's like as you go throughout your day, it's like taking you back in this headspace of, oh, wait a second, I remember having this dream or this interaction with something or someone. Scorpio, a lot of you also could be traveling to places that provide this sense of deeper intuitive knowledge to you, where you're really checking into that information, really tuning into all things that are going on around you. Spirit is saying it is time to travel. So if you guys have had this I don't know, you're putting off going on vacation or just going somewhere, doing something different, like it's time to go. There's also part of this is like your soul's journey, part of you discovering things too. It's like you need to be out in nature, you need to be feeling things, you need to like, it's like going out and having an experience, Scorpio, with nature, right? And you're getting all these profound messages, and then it's like, and then you go home and you want to research something that you saw. Like I was a couple weeks ago, I think it was, I was on my way home one morning, and a peacock, I think I talked about this in one of those videos, came out of nowhere. Peacocks are not a thing here. They don't just walk around for funsies. And this darn thing stood in my way, right, the whole time. So keep this short and sweet. You know, maybe you're going out into nature and you're having these experiences, and you're going back home and you're looking up what these things mean for you. Where are they? What's going on in your life that are tied, or that is tied to these synchronicities, if you will, that you're having. Your elevation and you're elevating, and your perspective is shifting throughout this as well. And I think that it's very imperative that you continue to work on that intuitive level. Some of you guys, your intuition is just like, you could be feeling like cannonballs are being thrown at you, because it's like poof, there's that moment, and poof, there's that moment, and all of these things are coming through for you. Watch your spending right now too. You know, it's like make sure you're not spending to fill a void that you're not certain of what that even is right now. You are, Scorpio, this is a very spiritual feeling. Like you're realizing that in the spiritual world, money doesn't even count, right? It's green stuff made up by the governments that tell us that we have to have these things. And Scorpio, I honestly feel like money is going to take a positive upturn because you're being more frugal, or just paying attention to what you're spending things on. It's almost like too with that, you're just kind of checking out from the world. You're doing what you need to do, and then coming back to whether it's home or going out in nature or whatever you need to do. But this right now is like not a time to really I hate to say shop. Like we all have to go to the store, right? We need a loaf of bread, we need a gallon of milk, whatever. But it's like you could just put a cap on spending and just decide that I'm going to save, and I'm going to work on my money manifestations, my stability, my security. So I don't know, there's something around that. Could be for some of you, all of you, who knows. What else, Spirit? Here's excuse me. See, there comes financial. See, there it is again. Some of you could be withdrawing funds from places that you had them for a while, like stocks or something like that. Maybe money market accounts. I don't even know what all the options are. It's like you could be, you could call it an inheritance as well, where finally money is coming in for you. Somehow it's tied to childhood. Or things, I talked about that being of the past, these people of the past, a place of reminiscence, nostalgia, memories, sentimental childhood reflections. And then museums are old, it's history, right? It's done, it's finito, it's over and gone, it's just what lingers. And then behind that is this like mystical, magical forest. Like there's a lot of energy, Scorpio, around your spiritual realm, your finances, how Spirit is always saying how you incorporate the two. Some of you could have spiritual gifts, right? Or I don't want to say gifts, because we all can do exactly what I do. It's just a matter not of whether we're willing to work on those things and nurture them. But some of you could be doing this. You could be making changes to your life so that this is something that is more important to you, that is front and center of your work. Hey, get down from there, both of you. Down. I don't even know how you got up there. It's chaos. Straight chaos. The poor cat is 3 times the dog's size, and it is what it is. This is my life for right now. All right, Scorps, let's see. I'm gonna keep this reading kind of short compared to the norm. I'm gonna try to anyhow. I'll put out another reading for you guys. But I just feel like these are just little things that you need to pay attention to right now. Divine creation, cosmic gateway. See, people, you know, as these two are distracting me, surprise, you could be dealing with some distractions, right? Little things that are like, you're not letting it really knock you off your game. You're not letting it stop you from doing what you need to do. But it's like, as you're trying to create this new space for yourself, there's a reason that these people or situations are kind of popping back in. Spirit is saying too, someone could owe you, again, somebody could owe you money or something around money, inheritance or something to that effect. The investments that you've made. Like, you haven't forgotten about all the freaking work that you've put in. Soul family, Scorpio coming out in the reverse. These people may present themselves as caring, concerned, connected to you. These people are not your soul family, right? Like, you're going to be able to pick through and discern that information. You have new partnerships coming in. You have newer things coming in for you. So be very aware and discerning of who it is that is coming in and back around. Or some of you could also be disconnecting from step parents. I don't know. Something Spirit brought in. All right, what else for Scorpio, please, Spirit? Sphere of light. Healing hands, empathetic. Listen, Scorpio, I mean, this is just repetitive. You know, oh God. All right, it is what it is. If you are a light worker, if you are a person who does tarot, Reiki, holistics, metaphysical, what, it doesn't matter. Think about the people that have been around you over the years. Because there is something here that these people may have showed up in a specific way in your life. Maybe they were partners, business partners, friends, associates, clients, other, you know, light workers. I say it like that because so they got into it for a minute. They were a part of something for a minute. Scorpio, very simple. It's who stands the test of time. So whether this is people, again, friendships, work, whatever it is for you, and or those of you who are spiritual warriors, there are people around you, Scorpio, who maybe thought they could do better. You know, and I'm not feeding the ego here, right? Because I do feel like you've just moved and done what you're supposed to do. You just did what you were guided to do. You know, it's like something pops up and one person creates a thing. And then everybody else wants to do it too. They got to jump on the bandwagon because they seen potential in what you were doing. Scorpio, these people, their worlds could be beginning to fall apart. They can't stand the test of time. There's something here that you've done. Heart of a warrior, divine protection, synchronicities. I talked about those synchronicities, right? That your light emanates. It just does something magical. And it's like Spirit is saying, as you listen to this video, right, make sure you dive into your own personal power. Make sure that you're looking at yourself and like giving yourself the credit where it's due, because it's important for you to see. You may not see yourself as anybody other than you just doing you, but other people, you being you, leaves a bad taste in people's mouths. Not because you've done something wrong, but because it just like you're unbothered by the fuckery that goes on. Like, you're not in competition with anybody or anything. You're just doing what you know you want to do or what you feel inclined to do. And it's like you've got that protection around you. You've got Spirit guiding you. You've got the gift of that intuition that you're willing to develop and work with. And some people don't get that this isn't something that just happens. You develop it. You work with it. You know, even your skill set in a 9-to-5 job How much did you learn? Go to school, read, research, invest. You know, it's like people are not seeing the investment that you took to put into this. You weren't an overnight success. It didn't happen without the grit, determination, hard work, and the will to make it happen. These people that were on your side, in your corner, you're starting to see them fall away. Their gifts, as Spirit is describing it, they were never really gifts. It was a perpetuated way of jumping on a bandwagon to make money, and now they're learning the hard lessons. Okay, this is such a different reading for you guys, but it's yet very similar in a lot of ways. What else for Scorpio? What else for Scorpio, Spirit? The same, swear to God, you can't make it up. Archangel Michael was sitting there, and I said to you, please rewind. Heart of a warrior, divine protection, synchronicities. There it is again. It just fell out of the deck. Well-being, self-preservation, service to spirit, youthful experience. And I said to you in one of the last readings, Scorpio, you cannot make this up. About feeling younger, like all of this, like you've gained all this wisdom, but yet you're starting this new cycle, like brand new, right? Like maybe some of you are, you know, aging very well. Like the older you get, the more beautiful you look, or the more attractive or handsome or whatever. Your well-being coming into this. You're realizing that when you leave situations, how absolutely exhausted you have come out of these things, and looking and feeling and going, why in the hell have I done this to myself? Like, I can see it on my exterior. I can feel it in my aesthetics. I can see it in my aesthetics that I am exhausted by this. It's like dealing with the devil. And then all of a sudden, like, you start to invest in you, and it's like all these beautiful things, all these magical, mysterious, just beautiful things begin to occur for you. What comes underneath the universal Merkaba? A sacred purpose, you have the answer, lucid dreaming. Pay attention to what Spirit is giving you in your dreams right now. Pay attention to the inclinations. It's like, I'm going to tell you, you could be somewhere around people that you know. And you could, like, nothing necessarily happens that is good or bad. You just have a little bit of a hunch or a feeling of, something is off. It feels very subtle, very, very subtle. And then it isn't very long that you find out things are happening behind the scenes you didn't know about. There was a reason. Like there's like this masterminding kind of thing that some people around you are doing, and you're not even really like, it's like, why me? Like, why are you aiming for me? And I don't even talk to you. I don't even know you. You know, it's like by association to other people. You know, I'm going to say this too. When the people closest to you that have, put it blankly, fucked you over, can no longer get to you, they will recruit other people. So this may be somebody that you know of that's tied to somebody, but all of a sudden they've got a problem with you. I don't even know you. What? You know, so just be aware, but you are absolutely protected here, Scorpio. You are stepping into this new spiritual experience. This is another level of your awakening. You could be, you've done the work to make magic happen in your life, and that magic is starting to shift. You know, I talked about that birthing process, right? Like going through the womb. Scorpio, you're getting ready to come out the other side here. It's incredible, this energy that comes through in this mystical, etherical sense that you are going to see life completely different. You're going to watch things fall, and I mean literally fall into place. The universe has you. Just let them lift you. Let them take you. Fall into this new experience, because you are being significantly guided throughout this. If you guys are having, I just keep hearing the word mystical. Like, it's like, how is this happening? What is this? Like, what is this dream that I had? What is this thought that I have occurring? What is this vision that I'm seeing? What is all of this stuff? And then you're seeing things pop up a little bit differently. but it all begins to make sense. It's a big part of your spiritual ascension. Be mindful of that. Okay? All right, Scorpio. Okay, Spirit, so I can pull 2 tarot on each of these, and then we're done here. All right, Scorps. See, these people that are, thought or, want to portray that they are part of your soul family. 9 of Swords, the King of Pentacles. They are struggling for their security, their stability, their finances. These could be people that are younger than you. This could be people that are your age, maybe even older with that King of Pentacles. But their maturity level it's like they can't make logical sense of what you do, how you do it, and how you succeed at it. It's not clicking for them how they are where they are and you are where you are. It's funny that it comes in that way, but they could be older than you, but they act like they're 19 years old and they're being stupid. Dumb decisions. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. Scorpio, you just keep working on you. You just keep doing you. You just keep going about your business, and that drives them insane. Knight of Wands, like Spirit just said sneak attack. Scorpio, I see this in 2 ways. They're giving me 2 storylines. There you are, 5 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. It can be a little disappointing to find out that people are behaving in a certain manner that it's like, I don't even know what your problem is. Like, I don't have a problem with you. What's your problem with me? Scorpio, it's like you're turning, I've said this before and recently, turning the tables on these situations. You're not necessarily rushing in to these people. You're not coming in for their aid. But you're showing up as stoic. You're showing up as somewhat compassionate, maybe a little bit in your feels, and being like, what the hell? It's like you could be calling people out and just, 10 of Swords. Calling people out and putting an end to things and going, what the hell is your problem? Certain people that are attached to these other people that were closest to you, that created some issues or feeling some kind of way about you that they've recruited, right? They don't realize, they're not as seasoned as these crazy people that you've dealt with in the past. Where you have learned to voice. It's like you've learned to cut this off. That 10 of Swords. Finished. Finito. We're not doing this. I'm done with the backstab. I'm done with the betrayal. I've got shit to do. You're not going to distract me from my purpose, my goals, my beliefs, my ascension, all of those things. But it's like you could be turning around and looking at this person and not, the Knight of Wands, as much as he is a card of rushing into something, I'm seeing this kind of like, you're going about your business and then you just stop and you're like, what the fuck? Why would you do that to me? Why would you say those things? Why would you behave in that certain manner? What did I ever do to you? It's just like you're really looking at someone with this disgust of, that's who you're going to be? And the thing of it is, this person is immature. They like rushed into something themselves on behalf of someone else and not realizing how stuck they were going to get. That's like the external influence in your life right now that you need to pay attention to. Yeah, 5 of Swords. Emperor. Someone else is using somebody else to come at you. They can't do it anymore, so they're recruiting people. Pay attention to that. This is like a twofold message here, Scorpio. You've got this, and then you've got you, right? And what I like about this, other than the fact that the Emperor is sitting here, and I feel like that's a battle over control, maybe a little bit of a power struggle. I don't think that you're investing in the power struggle so much as you're just like, I'm here doing my thing. See ya. This other person, with their minions, if you will, is just trying to implement control. Trying to keep up the fuckery to some extent. Scorpio, and I'm even kind of seeing the 5 of Swords as you. That's taking back your power, taking back what you feel is rightfully yours. And that is, Spirit is saying, it's just yourself. You don't get to take from me anymore. You don't get to come in and do whatever you want to do without a consequence to that. Whether it's you or someone you've recruited and brought into a situation, like, we're not doing this. That 5 of Swords, for the first time I think ever, I'm seeing that 5 of Swords as you just putting your foot down and going, I'm done. I'm going to be calculated about this versus getting in super into my feels. But it's like you're going from an emotional, like, what is this? Why? To, okay, you do you, boo, right? You do your thing, but you ain't doing it here. Someone wasn't anticipating a kickback. You know, you going against this, whatever that means for you. All right, Scorpio. For Scorpio on this spiritual journey. Queen of Pentacles, Scorpio. Knight of Pentacles. This, I'm going to say, you know, talk about that stability, that security, right? Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Three of Swords. You are resolving, I feel like a lot of you are healing your finances right now. Nine of Pentacles, hell yeah. Seven of Wands, Three of Swords. I feel like a lot of you are healing your finances. Maybe for a long time you were in some massive struggle. You know, it's like asking spirit. I mean, maybe you've been doing money manifestations, trying to up-level your finances to do better. Scorpio, you're going from the Knight of Pentacles and taking every opportunity investment and turning it into something that's going to be much more boldly expressed, Spirit is saying. So you're ready to move on from this and move into the next phase. Eight of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and you're going to continue to work through this healing space for yourself. It's like, you know, and I'm going to tell you, this could also be, for some of you, you know, Spirit's reward. Maybe if you were taken advantage of and had a lot of things taken from you and you were left without things that you needed, maybe, you know, I've told everybody, for like 6 months, a few years ago, I was freaking homeless. You know, and it's like, Spirit always comes back through and rectifies things, right? Like, they pay attention. God, angels, Spirit, whatever, they keep the score. You don't have to. You just have to focus on you. And I feel like for those of you who have focused on you, they see this pain, this heartbreak, but it's also a remembrance for you of what brought you to this point. You're remembering all the shit that's happened in the past, and like, I'm never letting that happen again. I am building a lifetime of legacy for myself, for my children, for my grandchildren, right? Like, I am not going to be without ever again, and I am going to hold control over that. I'm going to mature my investments. I have matured through this situation. See, there you go. Six of Cups, nostalgia, memories, childhood, all of those things, past soulmates, whatever. Hierophant, very valuable lessons learned. And I'm telling you, Scorpio, your money and your ability to tap into your spirituality right now are going hand in hand for some reason. Very, very lucrative, Spirit is saying, on both realms. So it's like you are doing what you need to and creating opportunity, and other opportunities are being presented to you, so that you can continue to move on and move forward, leaving behind the things that are not fulfilling you. And then just, you're doing amazing things, so don't question it. This holy fucking cups, Scorpio. Knight of Cups, Two of Swords. Some of you may have some decisions that you're going to have to make. You could be making decisions on where to put your money, where to put your time, where to put your energy into investments and all of those kinds of things as well. And it's like Spirit is, I want to say to you, gifting you, Ace of Swords, yeah, is gifting you the foresight and the knowledge. The Emperor and the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the World card. Scorpio, you have built a very strong, like, gateway around you. It's that fortress energy that comes in with this, that you are just, Two of Swords isn't even so much indecision as it is you creating a blockage to anything that you have already had familiarity with, that you've already left behind. You're stopping people. It's like, you know, halt, who goes there, right? And Spirit is giving you the foresight very, very subtly about these things. And as I said, this reading wasn't going to be that long. Here we are, 44 minutes later. Surprise. But, and as I, you know, fours could be very, very important. 44, 14 on the clock, and then the ending with the 4 of the Emperor. Scorpio, you are stepping into your divine power here. It's amazing. Be mindful of people and situations right now. And I'm going to get you one card of advice, and I'm going to leave it there, and I'll get some other messages, but I need to get the other signs July reading out as well. Advice for Scorpio. Please, Spirit, advice for Scorpio. Advice for Scorpio. Seduction, people that are tempting you, distracting you, right? Death, putting an end to it. New soul mates and connections. So this here, I missed this card, addiction. These are people who will not let you go, right? They're codependent, they're obsessive, they're possessive, they lack emotional maturity, they lack emotional availability in anything. It's all temptation. They've been tempted by the devil over here to come after you. For you, death card. There you are, Scorpio. Soulmates in abundance. Money. I'm telling you, your spirituality and your money are at the forefront of this for you. It's like you're moving into this spiritual awareness, this ascension, this great mystical, magical time of life. And the right people are coming in, and it's creating financial stability. It's a positive mindset. Stay in a positive mindset. 45-45. You could be partnering up with people, whether it's romantically, business-wise, who you both stand independently owned and operated. They're not relying on you, and you aren't relying on them. This is an equal partnership of whatever sorts. And with that, the dragonfly, lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change things to come. Things are coming to life. Truth and clarity. I'm telling you, you're going to keep having these little aha moments that are going to light you up and make you realize certain things. And then it's going to be like, I'm done with that. I'm out the door, moving on, moving forward. Scorpio, a very unique message here for you guys. Twofold. Externally, internally. You've got beautiful things happening for you. Be mindful of these creepers. Keep working on you. Work with the intuition as it comes in. It's very important for you right now. All right. Personal reads are open and available. Go to the description block. Fucking retrogrades. What is happening? Description box below the about section of the page. You find my email. Email me. Don't use the Calendly link. I need to update some things there. So those are open and available. Just shoot me an email. I look forward to speaking to some of you today. It's always exciting. And then like, share, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate each and every single one of you for all that you do and all the ways that you support the channel. I'm extremely blessed. So thank you. Thank you for all that you do. Take care, guys. I'll see you again soon. Bye.